Hey, how you doing, gang? Welcome back to Charged Up Cook. Today, as you can see, we're going to do some ribeyes. We're also going to do some mushroom sauce, some onion, and I'm going to do some garlic candy that's to die for. So let's get that going. Let's a little bit of olive oil in here. And the garlic, just nothing else, just garlic. Cleaned it up a little bit. All we're going to do is wrap this into a little ball like so, and then I have my pizza oven going. Which, let's see, where's our temperature on this thing? So we're currently at 487 degrees. So I'm just going to set this in here. We're going to move it over by the fire a little bit. So we're just going to let that stay in there. Then we're going to get started on the sauce. We want this to cook down a little bit. So I'm just going to do this on a little burner right here. Let's get this guy going. There we go. And go. If I get the pan step, we'll be good. There we go. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the olive oil, tiny bit of butter. I'm going to drop my onions in. We'll get those going a little bit first. Appreciate you stopping by. If you can give me a like, I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, we do backyard cooking. We're going to be doing some tailgates once the season starts. I have season tickets at SoFi. I'm about 400 miles away, but only way to go is to go down there and tailgate. All right, got the onions going about 3-4 minutes already. So now I just got some beef broth. I'm going to add that right in. And then a little bit of red wine. Get that in there, mix that in. I'm going to do a little bit of salt and pepper in here. And then a little bit of A1. Give that a little stir. So we're just going to let this reduce, and then I'm going to go ahead, give that about 2 minutes to reduce a little bit, and then I'm going to get my cast iron in the pizza oven, and we'll get ready to get the steaks in. All right, take a look at this. Look at that. Look at those onions and that beef broth and that wine going. Now I'm going to add my mushrooms right into it. I'm stir those in just a little bit. Get those mushrooms to suck up as much of that juice as possible. I'm going to go ahead and turn this flame down to about medium. There we go. All right, now we just wait. This would be a good time to have a little bit of wine, and I don't have a glass. I'll be right back. All right, so this is doing well. I found my glass. I got a little bit of wine. Cheers. So what we're going to do now, I want to get my cast iron into the pizza oven. We're up to almost 700 degrees. We just want to let that cast iron get heated up and get started. Give these guys a little bit of a stir. There we go. Looking beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so I turned off the heat on the mushrooms and the onions. I'm just going to set this aside for a second. Now I'm going to go ahead into the pizza oven and pull that cast iron out. I'm going to set it right here on my charged up cam so you guys can see what's going on. It should be pretty warm by now. It's extremely hot, so we got that out. Now we're going to go in with these nice ribeyes. You can hear how hot that is. Listen to that. We're just going to go ahead and slide these in the pizza oven. I'm going to give it about 4 or 5 minutes on this side. Typically my seasoning, I like to mix, so that's got some gospel in there. It's got some Blanco some Greek seasoning, some garlic powder, and maybe, who knows, there could be something else, because I usually make a batch and I keep it in a big mixer. But I like mixing my seasoning. I don't like it the same every time. So we're going to give that about 5 minutes, and then we'll be back to check. I do have a timer. I usually use my phone, but we'll use this. Just trying to get a nice sear on there. And when I pull those out, I'm going to put them back here. I'm going to flip them, and then I have a little bit more of the beef broth and wine and some butter that I'm going to throw on top when we put it back in. They've been in there long enough. They're looking pretty tasty. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. One thing I didn't mention, so I have a Gosney dual fuel pizza oven. I do like burning wood, and the wood I use, I get old wine barrels from a winery. I chunk up the wood myself, and that's what I use for my firewood in there. Let's get these steaks out. There you go. Take a look at those babies. Now I'm just going to flip these. Now I'm going to go in beef broth, red wine, and some butter. Now, I think you want to be careful when I put this in there. This whole thing is going to ignite with the alcohol. Hopefully you can see it. We're going to give that a few more minutes. Okay, the moment of truth. I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys out of here. Let me get my other glove. Well, currently, pizza oven is 785 degrees. I'm going to get the steaks out. I'm going to get the plate ready for the wife first. Look at that. Look at that. Let me move the cast iron so you can get a good look at this. There's that steak. I'm going to pull the veggies over. Just get a nice scoop here. Spread that out a little bit on top. Dress it up a little bit with some green onion. And now the garlic. We gotta get that garlic out of there. So here's this garlic. Let me see if I can't get this up on top for you guys, so we can actually give it a good look. So here we go with the garlic. Look at that. Look how toasty some of that is. And we're just going to scoop a little bit of garlic. Just put it right here on the side of the plate. So there you go. Fire roasted ribeye with some mushroom and onion sauce, a little bit of candy garlic on the side. Bon appetit, enjoy. I'm going to have me a little glass. This plate's for the wife, and then I'll get mine. Okay, have a good evening. Thanks for watching.